welcome back to Trails into Reverie. We are about to switch over into Reen's route. But this is just after I went to switch beforehand. Something wrong, Lloyd? Sorry, thought I saw something strange. It's been my imagination. Wait, why does my pocket feel bulkier all of a sudden? A mirror? How peculiar looking. Where did you find it? Not sure. Never seen it before. Sure, the sounds just appeared in my pocket out of nowhere. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that doesn't just happen. Because one of the village kids slipped in your pocket as a prank. Maybe, but I doubt anyone could pull it off without me noticing. That's not it. Then how did it get in my pocket? I can't even hazard a guess. So I have it for a reason. So bizarre. Where could it have come from? Okay. And then we go into... It says go to Reen's route next. So that's where we're going. Yonk! That's a perfect train. We're already pulling up in Heimdall. Also, I was playing with new class 7, and like, you know what? Maybe it wasn't just Trails of Cold Steel 4. Maybe it's just them as a team who are just kind of busted.
We're
I feel
finally
like
here.
I like go through people. Like, I feel like it's so much easier with them than anybody I've played with before.
Damn, is it 10 already?
Sure is. Heimdall's pretty far from Ymir.
Our next target shall be the muck and mire that gathers in the Vermilion City.
The Vermilion City C mentioned can only be Heimdall.
Bro, if it's Krogan, I think that's so stupid.
But the capital is gigantic. We're going to need some way to narrow our search radius.
You ask me, the racecourse in the Garnier
Of course
district
you would
seems
say that.
suspicious.
Do they now?
I know. I'll save having fun till our work's done.
I'd be happy to take you anywhere you like once we've ensured Prince Olivert is safe. As long as it's not the kind of shady businesses I know you want to go to.
I gotcha. Can't very well go to him in uniform.
That's not the problem here, Ash.
We can go for dessert though, right?
Of course. It'll be on me even. Just focus on the investigation first. Let's start with Lady Arie, since she's agreed to speak with us.
To the training hall in the Leica district we go then.
Little baby Altini. Vermilion and Muck and Mire. Already into Act 2, I guess. The morning after learning from Major Claire of Crossbow's occupation, we set about discussing how we should act. We also established contact with all the members of Class 7 that we could to inform the situation. First, there was the matter of Crossbow itself. We know from the Major's intel that it was under the control of former Governor General and his Yvonne Defense Force. Anxiety of the region's welfare not at us, but as been isolated from the outside world, we had no way to learn more. Indeed, there was little we could do on that front for the time being. Then there was a matter of the search for Prince Olivert and his wife. Their whereabouts remain unknown. You know she has a name, right? Furthermore, the Random 7 system we had to use to stay in touch over long distances relied on artifacts stored in the Courageous too. With the airship stolen, that meant the communication was lost to us. Which is probably why they stole it. Only clue, then, was a message sent to this intelligence division by C. Vague as it was, information was undoubtedly our best lead in unraveling the mystery of the prince's disappearance. With hope on the horizon, we set about dividing ourselves into several groups. Major Claire and Una agreed to head east to get a handle on the situation in Crossbow. Meanwhile, Lord Mateus, Kurt, and Kurt would head west and rendezvous with the students of the Vander School. Muse volunteered to return to the branch campus to meet up with the principal and her fellow students, as well as seek help from other sources. The others would all find ways to play out their strengths in aiding our cause. Meanwhile, I was to bring Altina and Ash with me to Heimdall to follow the trail left to us by C's message. I couldn't have chosen.
That is basically our situation as it stands. His Excellency also asked us to tell you that he hopes you'll be able to look after the hall in his extended absence.
Thank you for updating me on everything going on.
That's Kurt's mom.
It's the least we could do. Your husband did a lot for us.
More like put us through the goddamn ringer.
All while shrugging off our attacks like we were nothing more than a bunch of buzzing mosquitoes. He sent Kurt flying off a cliff, too. I found him quite terrifying.
I do hope he didn't leave you with any lasting trauma. Still, his is a measured hand. If he came at you that fiercely, he trusted you could handle it. I hope you can understand that he only did what he did because he saw potential in all of you.
We do, don't worry. Yeah, I could tell he wasn't acting with any ill will. If anything, I'm the one with the reputation for being a stern disciplinarian around here. Because often I see students quake at the knees, and wish they fear me more than my husband. Excuse me. We got wind of that when we were here for one of our field exercises. Kurt's got some monster parents. Surprised the guy in half to Martian or something. The time I spent with him, it was clear there's much more to him than his stern presence on the battlefield. He's kind enough to share some wisdom with me, too. Was he now? He's made a few words, so that's very unusual. Can't picture that happening at all. Same here. Please don't speak really about the man in front of his wife, you two. Don't worry, I appreciate the honesty. She knows who she married. Still, I feel you seem even more united as a class than you did when you were last here. So continue to look down my Kurt, won't you? Of course. We would, even if we weren't asked to. And he wants help getting in the good kind of trouble? I'm his guy. Getting back to why we're here. Something out of the ordinary happened in the capital recently. Students we here have split up across the Brownia to search for information on Prince Albert's whereabouts. As such, I'm not well informed in the situation here in Heimdall as I would be. There's one thing I feel is worth mentioning. What is that? It feels as though there are more people coming and going than there should be, so as you get on the nose of festivals or celebrations here around this time of year. It made the capital feel more restless than usual, differently from how it did during the summer festival. So there's something stagnant in the air. I'll be glad not to deal with any more coward spies like at the festival, that's for sure. Stagnant is all you're gonna get in the city to begin with. Feel anything out of whack, Schwarzer? Not especially if I'm honest. Guessing it's a relatively slight difference, ma'am. Yes, maybe just my imagination. It's lived in Heimdall for a long time. If something feels amiss to you, it likely is. Keep that in mind as we investigate. Sorry, I can't provide you with any more concrete information. There's one thing I can do, however. I'd like to introduce you to someone dependable to aid your investigation. Oh. Oh, I said introduce, but you particularly know her very well. Should be here any moment now. Ah, there we are.
May I come in?
I think I know who that is.
I suspected as much.
By all means.
Really?
Elise.
Hello, everyone. It's good to see you all again. The same to you.
So she's our little helper, huh?
Indeed. Sister Doreen, friend to Princess Alphen, and head of St. Astraya's Student Council. The noble Elise Schwarzer herself.
The Princess and Muse have already apprised me of the situation, so I spoke with Lady Aurier and volunteered to aid you upon your arrival.
That's the extra I get, fucking Elise.
I apologize if my behavior strikes you as meddlesome, but I am certain that I will be able to aid you in your investigation. You do know more about the capital than any of us.
You're not coming, and that's final.
But
Out comes the big brother.
There's still far too much we don't know about the situation here. Given that our enemies pilfered the name of the Imperial Liberation Front, we could very well be dealing with terrorists.
I'm sorry.
Involving a civilian in
Ashes.
this would be downright irresponsible.
so I'm just a civilian, am I? Just a no-good student without a mote of power to her name?
That's not what I'm trying to...
Oh, I think it is. But even leaving
Damn,
that
Elise.
aside, your blunt dismissal misses an important point.
And what point is that?
That the situation at hand doesn't relate to me when I am Princess Alphen's dearest friend.
But that is that, and this is... this.
As we speak, she is racked with worry over her brother's well-being. Yet, as the matter is confidential, she has to feign a smile and act as though everything is normal. She cannot cast her responsibilities aside and aid in the search herself either. And because she cannot, I will do so in her place. If I just sit by
Damn,
idly
Elise,
while
she's
she
gonna
suffers in
spine?
silence and do nothing to alleviate her burden, I won't be fit to call myself her friend ever again.
Elise.
Looks like you lose this one, Schwarzer.
Your friend's trying to steal your man.
You realize both of them are Schwarzer in this context.
If I may, I think you would do well to put your trust in her here. Her skill with a rapier is formidable.
That may be so, but...
I don't know, I've never really cared for her in battle.
I have toiled long and hard to master the art of fencing passed down through our family. Of late, I have even grown under Lady Aurier's tutelage. And far from letting my pen rest while my sword hand improves, I have overcome many a challenge as student council president. I am no longer a cowering child in need of your protection, dear brother.
All right. Ash called this one right. You win.
Then,
We'll be glad to have your assistance. But if things get dangerous, I want you to do as I say. Deal?
deal.
I really don't. I'm not really a big fan of Elisa. Just
I
don't
wish
really
you
care.
all well in your investigation. Please, do be careful. Should I catch wind of anything you hear, I'll let you know immediately.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Then let us set off. I will do my best not to overextend myself and leave you all to carry the burden. But please, if you are truly in need, I hope you won't hesitate to tell me. For even I possess a strength that you can lean on.
Thanks. It's good to know you've got my back.
And the feeling is mutual.
I'm not like the most hyped to have Elise. Let's see, what to do next? I think we meet up with the rest of our friends who've come to the capital. Still plenty of time before our scheduled gathering. And no point in rushing in then. Shall we patrol the districts and gather some intelligence? That way we can meet with the others along the way. Given you're familiar with the area, that certainly sounds like the most efficient plan. That reminds me, remember the violin we're supposed to meet up with this premier? Right, Elia hasn't been on tour, so he's been working in the city. Maki's from the capital too. Maki's Elisa, Toa, and Sharon. I hope they're doing alright. Sure they are. For now, let's focus on what we can do. You're right, Reen. I need to get Elisa's voice down. It's been a long ass time. Okay, so does it just... Am I gonna have to, like... Are they gonna say something for every district we go into? Okay, yeah, they are. I'm going to the speed up on this, alright? Oh, okay. Maybe not. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go grab a few things first.
Modder Park is a popular spot to relax and unwind.
Don't I know it? I've taken some good-ass naps here. Oh, and there he is.
His music is always so beautiful.
Finding him sure didn't take long, huh?
Okay, I'm getting this fish. I like to play that. They were Telican. Also, I want to check the Imperial Museum, even though it's not required. We should be Gucci. I just bought a rod upgrade for like all of my money. So that kind of sucks. Got it. Oh, I forgot to get another recipe.
It's a whopper! For how tranquil this place usually is, I can't help but always think of when the ILF made a mess of it.
Yeah.
I remember being terrified when the princess and I were kidnapped at the time, but it feels like more a distant memory now.
Every story I hear about you reminds me how strong a person you truly are.
Aww. How sweet. Okay, well, let's talk to them. I'm only missing 2 things. It's quite the crowd. There's Toon. Not bad. Let's go get a better view. I love that he's playing along his friends still. Yay! Hope we get a good enough performance. Maybe not best one yet. There's room for improvement. Not yet.
I think I'm with them on this one. It's not often our ensemble comes together this perfectly.
Can we there? Didn't get a single note out of sync, did we? No, we're all feeling to the point where it felt natural to play as one. I think you two were so into it that you forgot I had an audience. Sure, we're losing myself like that. When it's just you and the music, there's no other feeling in the world. Huh, give me a pass this time. My audience is happy, that's all that really matters. I'm very happy. You know, we wouldn't be having moments like this if not at all, if not for you two. Yeah, if you understood when you did. She was giving me a wake-up call on just how much power music can have. Such as decided to use that power, be it for good or for ill. I regret what we decided last year. Can't believe we decided to try such a beautiful thing and twist it to inspire war. What were we thinking? Or was it's in the past now? Exactly, you're back to your old selves now, right? Good thing too, because today wouldn't have gone nearly as well without you. Yeah, I could never dream being how I was. Now we can take what we've learned and focus on bettering both ourselves and the world as musicians. You almost make it sound like you'd be flying circles on me if I don't pick up the slack. I'll have to keep the pace. Oops, got sidetracked. Saw a few familiar faces on the audience and meant to say hello sooner. Yeah, you're fresh on Thor's, right? Should say hello together. Yeah, let's go.
Sorry for making you wait, but I'm glad you stuck around for the show. What'd you think? No need to be polite. Tell us how we really did.
I thought it was brilliant. You were in perfect harmony with one another.
I was genuinely speechless.
Yeah, almost hurts that I wasn't able to catch the start of it.
I'll take that.
I do well too, but it's nice to hear it wasn't just in our heads. So it feels like we dragged you over our way. Is this the first time you've seen each other as a whole? Oh no, we had a class reunion not too long ago. We just haven't had a chance to play together in ages. You couldn't mess it up with all of us being in Heimdall now. My company started up a small orchestra and I couldn't resist applying since I used to work there. Then Ron and Morgan started too, so here we are. Huh, didn't know they started one. How'd you have to be top-notch to be accepted? Yeah, it was easy getting accepted, let me tell you. Hey, can't let Elliot show us up all the time, so it's worth the hustle. Huh, makes sense. I'm just glad you guys found a way to keep playing music that makes you happy. The thing that makes me happy is the four of us going on tour together in the future, so I hope we can. Really? Sorry, the bag's already packed. I think I just forgot what we were talking about. I think it's really relaxed. We have to work on the orchestra schedule. I'm sure I can figure something out, though. By the way, I was expecting to see Lisa with you. How are you? I'm doing well, thank you. Classes are sorely missed. Haven't done them any, but that's still nice of you to say. What? You're a teacher? I think the girls mentioned that to me, come to think of it. You music lecturer at St. Astra, correct? Provisional, but yeah, I'm still learning the ropes to showing the ropes, but it's been a lot of fun so far. Can I get instructed at all-girls school, too? Always managed to luck out in life, huh? She could lecture at St. Astra. Just once would be enough. But you never will if you think he's lucking out. Oh, is that the time? We should probably get going. Revo wants to start rehearsing at their flagship store. Yeah, we'll see you guys around. Have the rest of your time in Heimdall. I'll make sure they do. Hope rehearsal goes well. See you later. Well, I guess it's time we got started. I'm just asking you some information. That was fast. Where from? So TV fans that has a connection to the music academy. Seems like Brown Shoulders is spot in town a lot more than usual these days. Whatever's happening up here is not on the docket. That is suspicious. I called Dad to see if he knew anything about it, but no luck there. Sounds like the princess' disappearance is top secret even when you go pretty high up. I got the feeling he knew something though, just that he wasn't sharing. It's very odd for soldiers having secret meetings while in uniform. It's also therefore inspires disguising themselves as soldiers. I don't see what they would stand to gain from their actions. Yeah, I don't think it's that deep. It wouldn't shock me if they were still in uniform off the clock because they were short on time. Something bothering you, Elise? There is, but I'd like to get my thoughts on our little more before sharing. Oh, alright then. All I got now is that something smells fishy. Lady Ariar's instincts were absolutely onto something, yeah. It's really safe to start if anything's released to see. She keeps at the back of her mind just in case. My station continues then. Let's keep our eyes peeled. Does he join our team? Oh, okay, cool. Nice. I have to get another recipe or two, one sec. Okay, time to go talk to everybody. I have some extra people I have to talk to, so I'm probably just gonna include that with this. Just so I can go down the list. Sorry if you hear some background talking. My mic is kind of nice now and picks up a lot of stuff. BB! Well, it's in class 7. Now too, you're the capital. We're expecting right into the two of you here either. Oh, is this a bad time? Everyone here looks really busy. Ah, don't worry about that. Just the mood for a break anyway. Besides, no better way to get hot scoops than talking to you, Reen. Well, I guess you yesterday had plenty of gosh to share too. Busy student council president and all. Oh, I wouldn't be so sure about that. Oh, and I'm definitely asking to interview at some point, Ash, so keep an eye out for that. I think we all know what that will be about. Ugh, can we just drop that? Yeah, I think that one's gonna stick with you. By the way, I think we may stand for long enough. Some chairs for meetings and like over there. Why don't we go sit down? Except for you two. Even though there's plenty of places for you to sit. If you don't mind me asking, what brings you here anyway, Lynn? Thought you're still doing your residency over at St. Ursula. I am, technically. After I finished helping at the branch campus, I started another year studying Crossbell. While I was here in Heimdall for our training session, Crossbell got occupied, so here I am. How to explain it? So obviously she says it comes to time with her favorite sister in the world. Tell me the clerical work is a part-timer right now. Why don't you come to me a bunch of bleeding hearts? Well, even if they said no, it's just gonna make her pretend me. Either way, I win. That sounds very legal. Wouldn't put it past her for a second, though. Still, I don't think anyone saw this coming. Former Governor General Snowden declaring himself supreme leader of Crossville? That's a shocker. Crazy you saw when he came over here. In here is everyone trying to get special issue ready about it all. Still, it's so much change how a little general population has been reacting to the news. Everyone seems shockingly calm. Again, I'm pressured in the time in the capital, too. Just due in part to the fact that no one is able to communicate with anyone over in Crossbell. Maybe the lack of immediacy is keeping the reality of the situation from sinking in. So Chronicle conduct any opinion polls on the issue? Sure have. I say, surprised what people thought the Empire should do in light of all this. There's something we should try to avoid any major conflicts. That is somewhat surprising. Given the recent history of Arabonia, would have assumed people would have responded more belligerently. Maybe people finally just sick of war. That'd be my take as well. The Battle of Jormungand may have only lasted one entire day, but the economic toll of reparations and mental toll on those who are conscripted cannot be ignored. It's taken half a year for us to get to the point where life's finally starting to get back to normal too. Of course, that's just your average Arabonian taking the issue, not the government's stance. Neither the government nor His Majesty have cleared things up on that front yet. Tried asking the military for a statement a few times, but no dice. Now that, I'm not surprised by. Still, thanks for the information. I feel like I have a better grasp of the situation now. Very welcome. Now then, Reen, hot scoop Schwarzer, what's up about how about your little investigations going? Don't play dumb. I know all about it. You do? Did they ask you to assist with the search, Vivi? Not quite. See, first got one of a fellow reporter a little while back. She was a rumor at that point. Got right to work and try to corroborate it. I've ever since I had from other reporters to fellow Thor's alumni like Edel, Fee, and Monk. I think it's Adel. Eventually, magically realized I was hot in the story. Surreal. That one, she don't have any options other than reaching out to me herself. So that's how I know. Now that's really something. I know that story surprised me, but from you, Vivi? Pretty sure she had me too, because I'm helping Vivi out. Fortunately, I think we know any more than you do yet. Yeah, if we catch weird anything, you're the first to know. Seriously, go if you catch weird anything yourselves. Alright, we'll do. Could be a ploy where she could just say that, because she didn't actually say that she knows what they're talking about, so just saying. Okay, apparently I have to go. One thing that irks me about this is that you have to walk inside of everything for you to be able to fast travel to it. So since I haven't walked in this building, I can't fast travel, so you really have to walk inside of everything, and it kind of sucks. Anyways. I have some extra people to talk to. Where are they at? There they are. Look at these lovebirds. Is that Alan? Bridget? Hey, faster than all of you here. It's been a while, hasn't it? I know, just nice to call our time together between one of his missions. Turn up. So the army's been keeping you busy? Hatched. Our divisions have been stretched thin due to being scaled back. I think can reduce the load on General Craig and Lieutenant Colonel Neihart. Sold them a lot after the war. So I wanted you to travel in the Empire to serve as a Panzer soldat drill instructor, work on communications missions. Reason the cavalry was to make a report. That's not supposed to affect a lot of divisions. Seems a little shady to me, but we're covering all bases just to be safe. It causes you to find it suspicious. I don't think he's allowed to share that. No, but it says you guys end up finding out on your own. Just raise if your army reaches out to you when the time comes. You're not just worried about what you've been doing. The ability isn't trust as years many families reorganizing their territories. Family's been helping coordinate. Paul's been so busy I've had to help him, which means it's even harder for Al and I to make time to see one another. So I'm finally able to hold our wedding once things calm down. No shit, but that's a motivator. So it's not turning too tied the knot. Congrats again. Thanks, man. I feel like a man worth leaving him at Bridget's side after leaving the war behind. Don't want to let that change between now and the big day. Oh, Alan. Aww. Okay. I had like no money, so I had to sell like one of my fucking I sold like a Zerum capsule for like 7,500 because I needed money really badly. I bought that fishing rod upgrade, which, you know, I could have like waited on, but I just chose not to. So what else can we get up here? Okay, now we're sliding onto Drago's Plaza. Oh, my shirt's fucking itchy. I think it's my necklace that's like itching me. Ah, million uses!
That was so good! Alright, we can officially cross Draco's Plaza off the list. I'm ready to hit up the next spot.
There's no need to be in such a rush. How do you still have space in your stomach for more?
You insult me, Usis. I need to try all the capital's mouth-watering morsels. I can't throw in the towel this early.
You need to sample them all without eating more than your body mass in one sitting.
Says you. I'm still growing. I gotta eat.
Growing up has less to do with regular consumption and more to do with acting like an adult.
Oh, hey guys.
Oh, he's still hanging out with her. I love him.
argument to that, by the way. If you want me to start acting like an adult, then you've got to start treating me like it. How's a girl supposed to feel big without being called a big sister?
Counter-argument to your counter-argument. That makes no sense.
Yes, it does. Don't be mean.
Next to come by this early. Celia's already with you. Yeah, we just met up earlier. We're going around gathering info when we happen to see you here. At least want to help us out too, so that's why she's here. I'll do my best not to trouble you. I don't think there's any chance of that. It'd be a fine help. If you need anything, just lean on me. Thank you, I will. I think I can tell Lisa's going to be a more reliable asset than you here. Rude! Huh. Seeing there's a study that takes me back to the summer festival. It's only a few short months ago. Feels like so much longer. Can't imagine you saw what Rufus is doing coming either. I see weighing heavily on him. Please get Millen to help take his mind off of it. Come on, give some big sissy some love. Please remove yourself from around my neck. We haven't seen each other in forever. It's barely been 2 weeks. That's 2 whole weeks. Huh, she reminds me. She's not trying to escape. Yeah, that's how it always was then now. Hey, wanna try some gelato ice cream from us? I'll treat you. Milk ice cream is super rich and tasty. I'll pass. Need a little room for lunch. You're never gonna be big if you only eat the bare minimum, Tilly. Get another regen you since our last update. That's right, you're gonna need heels to get anywhere close to my height. Then again, I am older, so maybe I've earned it. 1 ice cream cone, please, with 5 scoops. You only have 2 scoops maximum? Then I'll take 3. I appreciate if you made them as big as possible. She really doesn't want to lose this thing they've got going on, huh? At least they're bonding in their own way. Anyway, you guys gathering intel or just on a date? Not sitting idly, and we were certainly not on a date. We're looking at the flow of the goods in the capital. That'd explain why I'm visiting multiple shops and stalls. What have you learned then? Well, it seems that a lot of groups buying bulk stuff lately. What kind of stuff too? Food? Armaments? Something getting ready for something. That is unusual. I could get panic buying in response to Crossbow's occupation, but lately implies before that. Yeah, wardrobe and winter so far, so can't be stocking up for the weather. And why? Buyers themselves switch of sorts. So looking at them in detail, discover they're either startups or foreign. That, and all they appear to exist in name only. That only adds to the mystery. Oh, you already done the ice cream? Wasn't it good? Well, yes, I have to admit that... we're not here to discuss ice cream. The buyers exist in name only. Could be dealing with cases of fraud. Actually, no. Transactions are legitimate. Sellers receive their money and the goods are dispatched. The significant mystery is that there's no record of where any of these goods ended up. Television has tried tracking some of these orders. They just get forwarded all over the place before disappearing along with other orders like this. May have had better luck if they marked an order from the moment it's placed, but alas. Right, by the time they realize you're dealing with another one of these, traction's already long done. So, do you think whoever's doing this is gather all the stuff they need by now? Probably. Sounds as though we're dealing with some very skilled criminals. Perhaps the reborn Imperial Liberation Front is hoarding supplies. What is it? Nothing worthy of note. Just wondering if perhaps it lead to Crossbow's new Supreme Leader instead. Well, it could. True. Just can't fathom why my brother would be so foolish. Thought he'd finally learn his lesson. Makes no sense to me either. Haven't over it that long. Even if we were both Ironbloods, didn't we do the Imperial Fortress? Seemed pretty much done. I think we were under that same impression. Either way, speculating what he's trying to do serves no purpose in the now. Because of the reasons, I'll be sure to right his wrongs as his brother. I'm sorry you're going through this, Eustace. Right now, our primary focus isn't him, but the missing prince and princess. Doesn't mean we can afford to turn a blind eye to Crossbow mine. Just not sure whether Crash is there and the disprints are connected anyway. But the answer is, when our focus naturally turns to him, we won't be alone in confronting him. So don't try running off all alone, alright? Don't worry, I wouldn't dare. I'm well aware there's only so much I can do alone. Good, because your friend's here to help you in times of need, and you definitely need us here. We're always here for you, Eustace. Well then, should we go out to gather information? If you boys, the more we can find, the better. Let's go, go, go! You little bunny, you ready to go? Dude, we can't let the rest of Class 7 be the only ones working hard. We're right here for whatever you need. I do need this ice cream, though. Thank you. Okay. And then into the Leica district. Just like that, we got the band back together. Guess so. Not gathering info? Yes, now we can take apart what we found. Okay, so we meet the cafe inside the department store. Good deal, let's get there now. I wasn't done yet. Wait, I wasn't done yet.
Am I imagining things?
Is something the matter?
No, it's nothing.
Wait, I wasn't done yet. Wait. Okay, well, I have to go talk to somebody else after this. Early event. Heck, I'm down for lunch. Kitchen time. How do you take meal time? Liam, I think you've eaten enough. More than enough. A call? Will it still let me go talk and do the other things, or no? We'll see. Representative Rignitz. Good evening, Zane. I'll just contact you out of the blue like this. Wondering if, by chance, you might have met with the rest of class by now. Did you get together with the investigation group in the capital not too long ago, in fact? Did you get an idea what's going on with us? Yeah, more or less. Like back when the Intelligence Bureau was under direct control of the government. Man, wow, we had a direct line to the head of government, huh? About that. One of the most important I must discuss with you all. Since we haven't eaten yet, we'll discuss it over lunch. Great timing. Let's all grab a bite together. Your pleasure. Much appreciated. We're at the Der Himmel Hotel in the Garnier district. Oh, please don't feel rushed. I have plenty of time. Alright, thank you as always. President Frignitz wants to discuss something with us directly. How's he learned something pertaining to the incident? Either way, we can count on something juicy. Der Himmel, right? That's a fancy hotel in the Garnier district. That's your hotel, huh? Consider me pumped. How about you, Lucis? Please, I'm begging you. Don't forget your table manners. Seems we still have a bit of free time. If just have any loose threads now, we'll have the chance. Right, it's gonna go over to investigate the Garnier district. So all set, let's head to the hotel. Okay, wait though. I still need to go to the Leica district. I still have shit to do. Okay, I gotta go do, okay. I'll talk to people with you if you want. Let's see. Well, if it lets me. Look at this. Emily Teresa. Hey, visiting class 7. This will be your younger sister, right? Hi, everyone. Thought you'll all be dropping in like this. Sorry to butt in. Good to see you again, Emily. You too, Teresa. Hello, my name is Elise Scherzer. It's a pleasure to meet you both. If I remember correctly, both served in the Imperial Air Force, yes? Are you here because of the incident in Crespo? Good guess, but not quite. I'm being transferred to the Joint Staff Office on recommendation of Zoom Commander Van Dyke. You are? It's great news, timing-wise. Someone knows there's more to the story than that. Well, it's going to be as sharp as attack. Sounds less fishy, and the like aqueduct. Sounds like Green's position in the mirror, but they're probably allowed to talk about it. Let's say I would know, honest. So we ensure the top secrecy, even within the military. Perhaps what Commander wants to do when time comes, though. Good enough for me, I look forward to it. By the way, yeah, I'm sure we're sort of worried about what's happening in Crosswell. The least is probably okay, but the fact I haven't heard doesn't make it easier. With you, and the dark things until intelligence being scaled back. It's so frustrating, all we can do is believe she's somewhere safe right now and it's okay. That's how I felt too. I know the friends we have there will never lose hope, no matter how grim the odds are. Can you imagine the class 7 being phased now of all times? I'm going to apologize, no excuses for the failures of my brother. Hey, don't be like that. Can I be sorry for? We don't know the full situation yet. Here, no point wringing our hands right now. Just do what we can from over here for now. That's right, there may be tough times ahead, so look over yourselves and don't push too hard. So for Al and Emily, Divisions and Air Force are both parents of our top secret mission. Finish everybody, that must mean I'm not gonna tell you. Okay. Well, okay, it's still letting me do this stuff. And then we have to go to the Imperial Museum, which is all at the end. I was worried it wouldn't let me, like, say anything more. Here at the Imperial Museum. Don't see any many visitors today.
If it isn't Reen. Haven't seen you around here since the branch campus's field exercises.
Hey, Dorothy. Good to see you. How's work been treating you?
Pretty good, all things considered. Actually, my publisher's been pushing me to become a full-time author after how well my latest novel sold. But I like my work as a curator too, so I don't think I'm ready to quit just yet.
That's great. Always nice to have options.
Yeah. I should ask you for an autograph. Anytime. Be glad to. Unless you all want one as well. I'll have to pass. Najimuse Tatiana would relish the opportunity. For those who generally don't have her autograph by now. I'll tell you what. If I want to come to possession of your books, then I'll ask you to sign it. There's another reason I want to go into writing full time. Probably gonna total shut in. Miss out on all of this. I'm also seeing is to observe daily life. People watching, so to speak. When I was on my way home from work the other I saw the building flower at the nearby cafe that caught my eye. I went a wild imagining Prince could end the precarious final days of his youth. Oh, I can't keep doing this. It's getting boot over my blouse again at this rate. So wonder Her Highness sees you as a kindred spirit. At least she stopped herself short of a nosebleed this time. Yeah, that didn't used to happen back when we were students. It's good to see you again, Ash. I wanted to give you an update about the joint publication between our old literature club and yours. Such as together a collection of poems by none other than yourself. Tatiana, I haven't given a hope that you'll submit them yet. Let me off, will ya? So I'll do it if I feel like it. It's only a matter of time before he gives in. No doubt. She's at the Capital Day. Does that have something to do with that Imminent Defense Force group that occupied Crossbow? Seems like she's everything up Prince Albert Shara. Yeah, something like that. By the way, is it just me or are there a few visitors here than normal? Notice actually seeing photo restriction on our visitors allowed at once recently. Something came up that has this concern. Concern? What do you mean? One of the museums connected to a tunnel that leads to Heimdall's catacombs, right? Been hearing what sounds like voices coming that direction lately. It's kind of scary. I would imagine. I don't think coming in that direction is near least. Do you think it could be monsters? Maybe, but I think it sounds more like a ghost. Something completely unnatural. Just stopped my elbow step to take a look down there, but I didn't come across any signs of monsters. Ghosts, huh? So I just believe that bullshit? I didn't mention that we experienced monsters and a magic night down there already. Not to mention the spot the dark dragon's nest appeared before the Great Twilight. Something abnormal happening again isn't out of the question. Come to think of it, Structure Sarah told us she dropped by here a couple weeks ago. It's no time, but the head curator told me as much. Curator. But apparently it was a break-in, so she can investigate. Something has to do with the noise we've been hearing, though. Perhaps, but I want her to keep in mind. Should begin our investigation soon. That's weird. Ghosts used to give me the heebie-jeebies, but now they don't. It has something to do with the fact that you practically were one for a while. Super if I'm working with the guild already. I guess they're swamped with other things right now. So it'd be if they can get around to it. It's a shame, but that they would be busy. Right, but we can't afford to let this situation go unchecked. Sure, if you looked into it, Dorothy? I don't know, we'd really appreciate it. Man, be a pain in the ass. It's better than letting this place get done in by a poltergeist or something. Whether the cause is paranormal or not, I think this will be worth our time. Agreed, this has to be discussed something that pertains to our current investigation. Guess you should take this. Thanks. Just over there, to the left of the main exhibit. Thank you. Do be careful. We will be. Okay. Meow. Yeah, unlock. Bonk. Oh, there's like a thing to heal. I don't really think it matters. My word. Real accurate info there, Four Eyes. Did you say she couldn't find any monsters? The situation got worse since Dorothy checked. And I don't think these are your average kind of monsters. Agreed. They're all gonna form into like one big one, aren't they? Seen this type of creature in the past. An evil fairy, undoubtedly a type of demon. Just as expected then. They're kinda cute. Sure, but they're pain in big groups. Don't know if it's because of them, but I feel a chill in my skin. Just speaks how powerful the spiritual presence is here. Somehow though, I don't think the demons are the only reason for this. But now they noticed us, so. Let's keep our guards up and take care of these things. Alright.
Everyone ready?
Current situation resolved. That was easy. That's that. There's still more. Could be that just keep coming endlessly. Such a presence as strong as ever. Whatever. Now it's my friend and me. I suppose your assist ain't too bad towards her. Oh, class 7, I knew that. True enough. You know, this really brings me back. Graduation, didn't we fight together in the old schoolhouse? Beautiful fencing, powerful arts, and versatile sport. There's no way you learned all that at State Australia. Correct, I belong to no club either. In any case, the rapier skills father taught me served as the basis of my fighting technique. When I was younger, he tutored me as well. I see, you said as much at the dojo earlier, but you grew up in the perfect environment. She took lessons to Master Kafai with me before. And on top of that, she's been trained by a Stormwatcher too. Also, you can describe Lisa's style as entirely unique to her. Please, you exaggerate. Damn, me and George's little sis for nothing. Huh, weird. What was that just now? This is the voice Dorothy mentioned? It's come from deep within. Is it another, like, Nosferatu or whatever? Oh no, it's just some magic night thing. Well, not a magic night, but it's totally different before. It's an apparition. So I just saw something resembling pleroma grass for a second. Pressure is immense. Things completely different than what we've fought so far. That's how spiritual being. It's my first time seeing one like this. It's like the deep-seated grudge of a sorcerer from the Dark Ages made manifest. Yeah, that sounds about right. Either way, it's clear this thing is the source of our problems. Nobody's got to whoop its ass. Easy. Indeed, perfect opponent. Can't wait to beat it down. Class 7 impresses us always. Must be careful not to hold you all back. Someone would say. I'm enough to handle this. Exactly. Once ready, let's wipe this thing out. Roger that. You're not just gonna like make me get in a fight with it instantly. Okay. He wasn't that bad. He was pretty easy. He didn't kill Ring, but that was just like some instant death bullshit. Good luck, everyone. Glad things worked out. Yeah, it's like a one tough cookie. Feels like the guys around here is calming down. Now you mention it, indeed. Then the operation was the source of the problems down here. Seems like a safe conclusion. I notice the monsters will leave as time goes on. Bada boom! Problem solved!
You know, I may have underestimated your skills, Elise.
She actually is a lot better, although I still am like...
You've gotten so strong. Stronger than I ever could have imagined. As your big brother, I'll always be fussing over you at least a little. But now I know I can absolutely trust you to have my back.
You mean it? I'm so happy to hear you say that.
Pretty candid with there, Schwarzer. Just goes to show how much Lisa's resolve got through to him. Yep. Now that we've cleared the cause of that creepy voice, let's head back up and let Dorothy know what happened here. Something like that to appear down there. Thanks so much, Reen. Aren't you? Glad you could help. So I wonder what could have caused a spiritual being like that to appear? Good question. I'm sure monsters and devils appeared across the Empire during the last 2 wars. Why now of all times? Just this incident, a magic knight appeared in your mirror recently as well. I don't know what caused it. Actually, like 4 of them appeared, but yeah. Convinced that something is happening just below nearby surface again, at least. Great. Can you take a vacation from all that crazy supernatural crap for once? Fire does have a history of this kind of thing. It's like those other Lord Devils that appeared in the Great Twilight. Columns we fought the last day all attending to absorb large amounts of power. In fact, their appearance may have had something to do with the holy beast of Earth. Something that is likely caused by something much different, but it's hard to ignore how similar the outcomes are. In any case, we don't have enough information to draw a conclusion as things stand. She continue to focus on the investigation in front of us like we had been. Agree, I got my solution by rushing through the problem. Can say that again. How would you take this? Consider a token of gratitude. We needed to compensate the guild thanks to your help after all. Really, we still do your investigation. Thanks. I needed that. So I appreciate it. Oh, should have gone here first before I sold that one thing. Oh well. And before we go, usually if you caught a new book I mentioned earlier, third volume of the romance series I pour my blood, sweat, and tears into. Love Song in the Autumn Rain. Temptations await the pair of young men after coming so many trials. Go on. Not saying any more, be spoilers. Well, we don't want that to happen now, would we? Besides, I realized for you by purchasing it for myself at a bookstore. Aw, she doesn't finally get an autograph. I guess it's not a bad idea. Okay, good point. I guess I'll give it hearing your thoughts when you buy it for yourself and give it a read. So should you, Ash? Oh, hell no. Expect Ash's spiciest essay to date. Cool. Okay, I think that's all now. Okay, we're heading to the Garnier district.
I don't sense anyone following me now. So why did I sense it before?
Did something happen, Reen?
Shit, I meant to listen to that. Fuck. Anyways. Okay, well, I've done what that's too late now. Excuse me. Entering the hotel now.
Thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
Not at all. Thank you for inviting us.
Alphin. Hi, Alphin.
I'm so happy I get to see your faces again.
Your Highness.
What brings you here, Your Highness? I should very much be asking you the same thing. All this, and you're being forced to place yourself in harm's way for my brother. I'm so sorry for not consulting you first. Yes, as you ought to be. I'm your best friend. I could have thanked you much sooner, Elise, had you not kept this a secret from me. Then you won't stop me? Stop you? Heaven forbid. As soon as Representative Regnitz informed me of the details, I chose to accompany him of my own volition. I cannot bear to ignore a matter that involves my family.
I mean, Cedric's like disappeared, but
so
whatever.
Please, let me do my part. Let me...
I'd like that
be part of
very
your team.
much.
You've always been a part of the team, Your Highness.
Well, this has come to a fine resolution, but it won't do to begin discussions on an empty stomach. Why don't we have some lunch first?
You won't hear any objections from me.
I could definitely use a bite.
I need to put chapstick on. I want more. Thought I put it right here, but I don't know what it is. Ah, we hit the spot. Can't believe you finished it all. It's like really is a void. Like to see who can eat more between you and Maya. Can't blame you though. The quality of first-class hotels food is not to be underestimated. Yeah, do you think I can do a place like this on my food tour? Because I really liked it too, Tilly. You ate a ton. Well, I'm a growing girl just as much as you. I'm glad you both enjoyed it. Shall I get down to business then? First, I want to discuss the disappearance of the prince and the new princess. With what we have now, we believe it to be the work of a terrorist who goes by C. She could say more about them, but I'm afraid all we know is very little. She's the leader of a so-called Reborn Imperial Liberation Front. This looks slightly different from the C we dealt with in the past. C, which like your take on that, Mandarine? Do the new C and the original C are one and the same? I'm about to have got in touch with Crow to confirm for sure. But I'm convinced that no, they are not the same person. Seeking the same. This one has mimicked the original style and their statement, but I think Crow's left those days behind for good. It's relief to hear you feel that way. Seems like a safe bet, yeah? What if it just is, though? I'd be like, it would like not be funny, but it would be, but like it wouldn't be. For condescension, refer directly to His Highness. First struggle as a foolish prince's wings, now bound in action. It does make quite clear that they were responsible for the abduction. Would assume wings if it was so courageous. Fast and Bears, how they able to keep a ship of that size hidden from sight is quite the mystery in itself. Yeah, it might have stealth capabilities, but that can only go so far on its own. It's impressive they managed to keep its location from the Hill Division, even if it isn't at its former size. You can tell you're still in it, though. So you're in a new stands in C? Right now, it's only one. Been trying to investigate this matter as best we can, but our foe is quite cunning. They will themselves be caught so easily. If only. The nature of this crime would be exceptionally covert during our investigation. Naturally, the government cannot and will not leave this case unsolved. You will have our full backing, however you choose to go about this. If you're in need of intelligence police assistance, you need only to ask. Thank you, Your Excellency. Next, I discuss my primary reason for summoning you here. The information you said you want to share with us when you called? That it would. Information was getting me out of General Van Dyke. Princess Alpha and Elise have also verified it with their own experiences. Really? Does it relate to the thing you were concerned about when you met up with Elliot? Yes, it does. Allow me to explain. The students at St. Astra come from many a different background. We have many with a family in the military, including officers and generals. That itself isn't a problem. What is that many of the military family members have been reporting acting strangely of late. In what way? I'm hearing rumors about that when I was at the school, too. Officers seemingly reformists and young officers who idolized the late Chancellor, since they refuse to settle back in normality after the war's end. Still trusting others with deep aggression are clearly very unhappy with the current state of the Empire. But the thing that concerns us well is the reaction to Crossbow's reoccupation. They are not at all angry at the idea of a united nation. It's opposite, in fact, they're in full support of it. That is not good. That's an understatement. With utter insanity. The success of a united nation will also mean the end of Erebonia. Precisely. Reformers was spreading such an extreme concept is something short of baffling to me. According to John Van Dyke, some of them have been showing worrying signs of plotting something in the light of this. Simply that something is in detail is yet to confirm. Kind of ties it up with what me, Eustace, and Elliot found out too. Yeah. Huh, could you tell me what you discovered? Groups of their findings. Soldiers holding covert meetings in the city and large amounts of supplies disappearing. Strategic members of the army were defecting the Ebon Defense Force. I think we need to look at potential points of contact between them. Great, I think we also have a clear picture of what's going on here after sharing all we know. If we put the pieces we currently have together, the Maka Mila guys in Mila City from C statement refers to affecting members of the army. Makes sense. It doesn't seem like C, though, is, like, what he just said to me makes it feel like C and his new Imperial, like, is not pro what's happening in Crossbell. I don't really get the vibe that they're working together. And then, also, when C was talking to Swin and Nadia, which was, like, in the C's route, it seemed like he was very pro with them and, like, didn't really seem, so, like, I don't think that they're together. It seems like, actually, that, that C and his new Imperial Liberation is, trying to stop it. Same dimension, I would see those who supported the United Nations pay for their crimes. Guess they'll fall into place then. If the rebels in the army push them to C's goal, then who we find first doesn't really matter because the others will be there. How convenient for us. Yeah, sure is! Class 8 help you put on the right track. Class 7 always come through in the end. We're gonna find him, alright? Highness? Pardon me, you don't have to worry. Hardly one for whom life is difficult right now. I'm sure that I ask rescue wouldn't listen. Please be a little gentler to yourself, Your Highness. But the great misery of not knowing whether family is safe as well is not to be underestimated. Them being missing also means you have to carry on with the work that you'd normally given to them. Going through too much for one to handle right now. If you're feeling at all unwell, we would like for you to consider taking some time off. I couldn't possibly. I'm in full agreement. Taking care of yourself is as much part of your duties as working. While you do that, we'll see to it these crimes are solved. You have our word. Do what I can in your stead, and I will see that Prince Oliver and Lady Shores are brought home as soon as possible. You can put your trust in us. I suppose you're right. Trust me as much as part of my duties as well.
My heart is breaking for you, Your Highness. No one should have to handle a burden like this alone.
Reen? You're staring.
Oh, I'm sorry. That wasn't my intention.
It wasn't my intention to scold you either. I'm well aware that you're being considerate of my feelings, and I appreciate it.
I'm glad.
Not to worry, Your Excellency. I'm not sure exactly how the situation can send Crustle, but I'm sure Machias is just fine. Concur. Take more than this to make him lose heart. Thank you both. So what's a similar faith in my son? Machias is... I'm sure he's grand right now. I'm not worried. Should do everything I can inside to see justice prevail. Either Lisa and Toa. Thank you all for the same way. They got nothing to worry about as long as they have Super Maid with them. And we're a whole super crew, so they got things covered. They got things covered, and so do we. That's right. Be safe. Take every time, we can exchange information. It's a very worthwhile meeting. Well, let's make our way back to the palace. Careful on your journey, everyone. And I'm counting on you, Elise. Thank you, Your Highness. Good luck. Always available if you need to get in touch. Should we get going too then? Yes, let's. Thanks. Can't save while Alice even let me do what I want. Okay, let's go. Something feels strange. I'm gonna go do this. Something wrong. Something. Just got a weird feeling. It's like something's in my pocket that wasn't there before. What is this? Huh? It's a weird looking mirror. Since when do you carry one of those around? Since never. This isn't mine. Just ended up in my pocket somehow. Are you certain? That and it could something in your pocket without you noticing. Yeah, and I think it's by you, Reen. So I'm close, got here. That's the reason behind it. Can't imagine connects anywhere to the princess disappearing and what's happening in Crossbow. What? What's happening?
The conditions have been met. The road to where all may gather, to where destiny avails itself, just at the horizon, is open. Come, and sink into an illusion that mirrors the real world, and extols its endless possibilities.
What the fuck? Sorry for the train in the background. 'Tis life. It always comes at like the most annoying moments. Okay. This is some fucking Sky 3 shit. Oh, we both have one half of a mirror. I like how Lucky's with us. What just happened? What? Where are we? It's some sort of white garden. I've never seen anything like it. Getting the feeling there's more of this place than meets the eye too. Kind of gardens surrounded by floating books. Yeah, I'm not sure where we are, but it doesn't feel like the world we know. How did we even get here to begin with? That's a good question. I can't fathom how we came here either. In fact, I can't recall what I was doing before I ended up here at all. It feels we were all together the moment before I arrived, but beyond that, I have the slightest clue what happened. Well, this is just great. Something was blocking out my memories before we got here. Actually, worse than that. It's not just my memories right before. It's gotta be a pretty good reason I was hanging around you guys, but beats me what it is. At least we're on the same page with that. I feel fuzzy too. I'm trying my best to recall what I was doing earlier today, but nothing's come to mind. My best guess we're working together for some reason, but I'm not sure why. Regardless of how I got here, it seems to affect our memory somehow. Agreed. Sitting around being confused and gonna answer any of our questions. We should look around and see what we can find. So do I. If nothing else, we know whether the garden is safe. We find clues on how we arrived here as well. So we got a plan then. Oh, and different there are 2 floors placed. Let's check them both out. Okay, let me just... Here's enormous. Looks remarkably similar to this one. You're right. So the smaller mirror is a fragment of the larger one. Can't think of it. I can't remember even having that mirror. I do too, although I can't remember what it is or why Lloyd has it. Actually, did you work something out? Wouldn't go that far, unfortunately. Just remembered something that's common in Eastern folklore. It said mirrors with evil spirits in them can cause strange phenomena. Maybe you wonder if this mirror perhaps has some kind of strange power in it. That's how we were all brought here. That's pretty spooky, just as good a guess as any at this point. But I swear I wouldn't rule out anything as a possibility. Yep, feels something strange going off it. Not doing anything for now, at least. Maybe we'll kick on or something if we do something else around here. Saying you could have conditions? If that's the case, understanding those conditions could be a key to getting out of here. Let's continue to look around then. Okay. Large sphere is floating in the air. What could this be? Not sure. I've seen anything like it. This camera is almost one of the place's walls. It's being placed on a platform in the middle makes it seem important too. Doesn't seem to be actively doing anything at the very least. Yeah, the mysteries are solved. Just push it back in my minds for now, and remember it's here. Okay. Strange barriers blocking my. Just like I'm able to get through here. That's unfortunate. Curious to know where the elevator leads. Not to right now, either way. No he's worried about it now. Maybe we'll figure out how to get past this thing later. Okay, this goes up. What is? It's a globe and some kind of pedestal. I can only assume this meant to be used for something. Something important by the look of it. No reaction at all. Yeah, what we're thinking is not at the moment. It's like a relic or something, given the feel of this place. Hard to say for sure, though. Now that you mention it, this garden does resemble an ancient ruin of sorts. There's just one problem with that theory. Yeah, everything seems too new. Has a speck of dust in the vessel. Looks like it was made 5 minutes ago. Why is it inactive? I can think of several possibilities, but they're all just conjecture. Guess you keep looking around. Cool, so am I, huh? Now it's starting to come together. Figured something out. Yep, 100% certain now. Don't have a clue what's going on. Years later, and he hasn't changed a bit. Right back to square one. What is it? Okay. It doesn't have like any name on it or anything. Stone pillar? Think it's some kind of device? It does seem that way. There's another one over there as well. Probably with some significance. Let's go check it out. One's pretty similar to the other, but something's different about it. Mysteries continue to pile up. Must be some reason if there are 2 of them. Yeah, it's safe to assume they're connected in some way. Likely related to whatever this place's purpose is. Only whoever the heck that is. Hopefully you forgot something if you keep looking around. Okay. Fucking doorway. Some kind of door? Yes, it's unusually large. What it's doing here? Looks entirely out of place. Guess I had about the books floating around too. But thinking about this since we arrived, there's something about them that's very disturbing. No kidding. But strangers can't make out any of the titles in the books, no matter how to look either. It's a mystery in itself. Yeah? Look at this pretty tree. It has a garden, but part of me still wasn't expecting about a tree. Yes, let alone one as splendid as this. It seems out of place here. This is some kind of broadleaf tree. Never seen one with leaves, bark, or branches like this before, though. It's like something else entirely got reshaped in the form of a tree. That's an interesting perspective. Now I'm even more confused. Let's just agree there's something unusual about it. It doesn't make it any different from the garden as a whole. Can't rely on being placed here for more than just decoration. Besides, when chicks I'm sure it's glowing too. The more I explore, the more mysterious this place seems to be. So we can just keep poking around and hope everything becomes clear. The more I get the air further, but we're not able to find anything useful. Eventually they return to the plaza where they first started to discuss their next move. I think it's there's a sea around here. Fortunately, I still don't have a clue what this place is. Likewise, everything inspected just left us more questions. Should we reset our memories before we came here? I know it filled in several gaps for us. Still, so we haven't heard anything useful at all. For one, we know this place is created by someone or something. True, definitely weird enough to not seem real, but I think it's safe to assume it has some kind of purpose. What are you doing? What are you doing? Sorry, my cat's all slinking around. She doesn't like when people come over that much. So she gets nervous like a normal kitty, huh? She gets nervous. She gets nervous. Beyond that, there was no sign of garden or ruin. It's anyone's guess to what it was intended to be. Also devices we came across, but none of them were active. So leads us right back to square one. Hi, baby. Hi. Hi. It's good that each detail is going to use useful information and try to learn more. But well, you learn why we're here. Hi, baby.
A new story is in motion. Your fate is but one thread intermingled with many. Now, rise from your slumber.
Is that a memory? Are you alright, Lloyd? Something came to me just now. Do you guys remember hearing a voice just before coming here? A voice? Wait, now that you mention it. Do you feel like remember hearing it? There's something strange about it. Yeah, I kind of remember too, but it's still pretty fuzzy. I wonder. Imagine being just one thread among many. Does that mean? That sound. Right here before I came here. Gotta be kidding. Ayo, Reen, what's up? Ugh. Where are we? What the heck is going on? Do you recognize this place at all? Oh, okay. Whoa! What just happened? Maybe we found some kind of teleportation spell? No, that wouldn't add up. Reen! You're called here too? Lloyd? Right, I feel like something or someone brought us here. That's all I can remember. It's strange. Can't remember what we were doing at all a few moments ago. Me neither. What's really weird is it doesn't feel like I was in any sort of panic. I feel like everything was normal. What the hell's going on here? Were we even together before this? Could have sworn we'd all split up. Can't say for sure, so my instincts are telling me as well. Sounds directly similar to what we went through. Guess we essentially experienced the same thing. Someone said they'd split into two parties, but we're still called at the same time. I think what I was going to do is now swap all the info we have. I like how their numbers are like fucking quadrupled. Anyways. So you suddenly find yourself in possession of a strange mirror you've never seen before and heard a voice. You're right, that's happened to us too. I experienced the exact same thing so far apart. Guess as good as mine. Even us being able to remember where we were before is the same. I would ordinarily refuse to believe such a bizarre sequence of events. It's impossible to refute so much hard evidence. My top concern is understanding the why rather than the how. I see a reason why you specifically were the ones brought here. I know what you mean. It's the last way I expect to see Lloyd and Ellie again. Yeah, I was planning on Center Room, but it's good to see you again. Sorry it's not under better circumstances. It's good to see you again, Yuna. Same here. Yuna continues to be a social butterfly, even in the strangest situations. Well, as you goes for how genuine she is, that's certainly the real Yuna. Still, let's see one of us remembers what we were doing. Remembers where we were, what we were doing before we were called here. Yeah, it's gotta be by design. So this place blocks the recent memories of anyone who comes here. What explanation can there be? But how can that be possible? Beats me. Let's face the facts. Only that makes sense. It's interesting though they have no memory, but they remember each other. Like, they have a good memory of each other and everything and like that, but they don't know what they were doing. It's just like how far back I guess does the memory get blocked. Okay, so no reasonable explanation. Our customer guy to accept this place very unusual. Easier said than done. No, he's right. Let's move past that and focus on the bigger picture. Let's consider what we should do next. President search for an escape route so we can turn back to wherever it was we were. I'm sure you said you didn't have any luck in your investigation, yes? I'm afraid so. Oh my god. What was that? Also, why did they teleport Yuna and Muse and all of them, but then didn't teleport Randy, Tio, Kia? Like, I don't understand that. Wazzy, Noel, like, why aren't they here? Well, what do you know? It's like Class 7 coming here might have been one of the conditions. Conditions? Oh yeah, you work something out? Maybe, but I'm still only speculating. These are given might just be fragments of a bigger whole after all. Oh, 1, 2, 3 pieces. That's the case. Well, to get relatively good at the situation we're in now. How am I getting a look around here myself before I go any further? I want to help work out who or what is responsible for this. At least familiarize ourselves with our surroundings. Good thinking. You said stuff changed since you first wandered around, right? That's an excellent point. I'll come with you. I want to see what's changed as well. We just watched it change, didn't we? Check it out. She's glowing. Even the bark looks weird. It's not the same, but it wasn't getting a flight like this when we were here before. It feels different somehow, as though it's the trees springing with vitality now. Reminds me of something from a fairy tale. Oh, do tell. Spirit trees, they're said to have shining branches and leaves that fill with mana that can heal the body and mind. At least, that's what I recall reading about. Now you mention it, you used to read those kind of things all the time, didn't you? I suppose it does look something like that. Great, just what we need, more magical bullshit. Also in the rest of Class 7 too, we're still missing everybody else there as well. But what if it does have the same properties as the trees at least described? It'll help us out a lot, worth giving a shot. That's an accurate deduction. That's a relief. We still know what it is, but at least we can know it heals us. Never seen like that in nature. Neither have I. At least we're somewhere to return to if we're injured. Knock on wood, but yeah, you're right. Okay, Lecter. Well, now those are all lit up. Why the ominous music? Pizak Day as well. It's a little foreboding. I can make out words glowing on it. Millennial Trove. Commodities in exchange for currency. What is that supposed to mean? Sounds like his vending machine. Guessing it takes mirrors somehow. That'd be convenient. That it would. Who knows how long we could be here. Being able to resupply would be a boon. Alright, find ourselves a shop. Millennial Trove, was it? Hope its stock lives up to its name. You're having a much easier time accepting this as reality than I am. It does take some getting used to. So what the device left? Does it serve a similar purpose? I'd imagine so. Blazing Forge. Applied Septian principles. Description's a little vague, but do you think it's also modify our orbits here? That'd be helpful, and yet... Yeah, this one's even more ominous looking than the other. Because it confirms that there are dangers lying ahead of us. It's that sun again. Guessing we managed to satisfy another condition. Wonder what it could be. Okay, just keep changing.
Boot process complete. Construction of the Reverie Garden administered space complete. Beginning construction of the Reverie corridor.
Okay? Well, so far it's finally getting started. That voice sounds familiar too. Indeed, I believe we're about to learn the reason we're here. A lot of interesting phrases what she said. Boot process, administered space, Reverie Garden. Yes, and most notably, Reverie corridor. For long if I said it didn't ring a bell. So good that such a pause, I could really look at what's changed. Bye, Beebs. Okay. Superworld is active now.
New temporal space forged. This world was constructed by the Black Mirror. Its function is to present trials, allowing you to cultivate the strength to overcome great distortions in your destiny.
So basically it said we're way too weak, so we get to go in this corridor to be stronger? Because that's some shit. The Black Mirror. We're concerned with what it means by trials. Because this thing governs the space we're in. We're about here to complete whatever these trials are.
Correct. This process is an emergency measure intended to correct the laws of causality. Your understanding may be incomplete due to forced limitations placed on your memories. The current sequence of events with Crossbell at its center has originated due to an impossible singularity. At this time, the chances of correcting this singularity are 0. It is for this reason that the Black Mirror has chosen to intervene.
Doesn't even speak in our language? That confirms that our memory is truly being tampered with. No wonder we couldn't understand what's happening. I'm as lost as anyone else. Instead of it though, Black Mirror's looking out for us. Yeah, and imagine something bad happening in Crossbell too. I don't know what's that flew over my head, but much of the gist of it. It's saying to help us fight against whatever's happening in the real world. Now you mention it. It's how I interpret as well. How exactly is it going to achieve that? An excellent question, especially given we're not to remember everything that's happening on the outside.
Strength gained here has been approved for use outside of the Reverie corridor, even if new memories have been denied.
Strength gained here has been approved for use, even if new memories have been denied.
Challenging the true Reverie corridor to better your strength is required. Only then will the possibility to defy destiny be within your grasp.
Okay. There's a star decisions, but there's still some things unanswered. True, but we're something important. This place exists to make us stronger. It's not to start out with strength again, and whether we'll be strong enough to change what our fate has in store for us. So I say, if you ask me, indeed, we're left with only one option. Rise to the challenge, both for ourselves and the homes we came from. This has just much to do with us judging by it being named the true Reverie corridor. Agreed. Couldn't shake the feeling this place was slightly familiar to me. So we don't know what the true part signifies just yet. Oh yeah, rings to the name ring a bell. Sure does, brings back a lot of memories. Like the version here is to pump us up and get us ripped. It's like our own secret training ground. Could prove rather useful. We'll have people and things we want to protect on the outside. Yes, the kind of strength that takes to overcome the impossible. So we're going to gain the strength that we need.
It is for that reason I and the Reverie Garden exist. Access to the first stratum has been granted. May you seize the ability to overcome the impossible over the course of your trials.
Talk about hospitality. Please finally with us. Let's take this opportunity. Right. Any charge of Reverie Card's first stratum be the essential operator. Loitering required for your first. Okay. Kurt? Access to the main story inside the Reverie. Swap parties with LT. Main story teams and Reverie corridor teams. I think some long reading lines probably have been consolidated. Contracts have also been unified. For now on, any items require arena access with auto party as well. Okay. So we're going to take the chance to get more familiar with this place. Try to make sure we have everything we need before we begin the challenge in the Reverie corridor. I thought I'd get done it again, but here we are. Again, the place is a lot different than before. They're really one and the same? Anyway, it's pointless to worry about that right now. If you go somewhere in front of me, what I can control. Now I'm exploring the Reverie Garden's reign. Okay, and I just like... Does she talk?
Visitor access detected.
Oh, additional information concerning advocated conduct is available. Visitors are advised to conduct themselves in such a manner that better allows the Reverie corridor to fulfill its intended purpose. A series of criteria have been devised to effectively administer the process with remuneration provided for successfully completing said criteria. I'm not having an easier time explaining these explanations. So the short is that I'll be judging us based on a set of criteria and rewarding us for meeting that criteria. In case, guess we'll do what we can to live up to expectations. Okay. Be rewarded with certain decisions and actions made during the main story with... Okay, RP is Reverie points, that makes sense. Your rank will increase after earning a certain amount of RP. Then claim a valuable reward from the central core. Okay, so it's just like BP, right? AP. Yeah, okay. From G to SSS. Okay.
Confirming rank points accumulated.
Oh, it's kind of cool. It tells you like
Liberation how rank unchanged.
Oh, okay. So this is how I report that. And then I never went over here, so I'm gonna look at that with you guys first. Oh, just put this up straight to the tree. Oh, and I can go fishing here. Okay. I don't think there's anything else that's like different than... I like how they just say shop in like the tiniest fonts over here. Okay, I think we can finish up this boss and stuff before I like go back to the other routes and stuff. So, or like this. I made this my team, cause I just love Kurt so much. He just does. So, he's like Joshua kind of, and I just love that. So he's always here. And then Elliot really has like really good healing, and Lecter has really good like magic damage, and Lloyd has to be here, so because I would not have voluntarily put Lloyd there. Respectfully, Lloyd. I hope it's not like a whole dungeon. This is a recorder. Doesn't have any rhyme or reason why it's expanding. Because back it's nothing new. Well, that's because it isn't. A place like this might have been on Thor's main campus, old schoolhouse, a couple years ago. It's also called the Reverie Corridor. Something seems different about this one. You know, I'm still not trying to put it in words, but I guess I was getting the same feeling. I wish it was like this from Estelle. Phantasma, she called it. It's quite it though, Phantasma, whatever. Phantasma, whatever. She probably assumed they're related. Agreed, similarities are there, but we may as well treat this like it's someplace brand new. Never only first floor, but everything is the first steps, so let's get moving. Alright, new place. Number of special items demand caution or present in battle. Be wary of the enemy getting them. Okay, yeah, so it's just the normal, like, don't get
always starts with the first step.
Don't get death blowed. Wait, do I have to do a whole dungeon? Oh my god, I do. I was kind of hoping I could just, like, go through, you know? But whatever, okay. Oh, they're like little, they're like eggs. That's so interesting.
Now brace yourself.
This episode's definitely gonna be fucking long. Okay, I got to the top of the dungeon, which took like way longer than I thought it would. But we're here, so. And I keep getting these like orbs. I'm sure they do something, I just don't know what. But it's like Civil War, and then I defeated like a super rare monster, it says, so I got like a gold one. I don't know what they do yet, so we're gonna find out. I have to find a cube. Cubulin. Real original. Oh.
This one's strong.
Okay, nothing to say? Alright.
Not today. Very well.
I did it. We defeated him. He's kind of a bitch. See, gold ceiling stone. It gave me another one of those when I fought a rare monster earlier. So I guess it's in your best benefit to fight everything? I always do, just because, like, leveling reasons to make sure I'm on par, but I haven't been the master this floor. I think that would be enough to trigger change, but nothing. Guess it's something more needs to make the berry disappear. Makes sense. I'm gonna search around for potential leads. Not yet, though. That's as far as we can go for now. Waiting back out on the ground floor instead. Everyone okay with that? Might as well, yeah. I was good for us out while we were gone. Good plan. Let's get back to the base and swap notes with them. Let's. You're not gonna, like. Okay. I'm fucking fast traveling then. Oh, they're back! Didn't realize I was on high speed still. Express much as the first shutdown is supposed to good. Does make a good place to train if nothing else. So any more to explore, but there's a barrier preventing us from going any further in. Do you think change will be your way? Kinda. Sun 2 wasn't chased a period, so it's a lot more control than it was before. So the guard's way of optimizing things for us. Well, this wasn't a surprise. Only reason to settle in. It's gonna be our home base.
Traversal of the first stratum confirmed. Conditions of master missions fulfilled. These quantified goals may serve as a guide with which to measure progress. All visitors are advised to regularly confirm available master missions.
Sounds like something else changed. Now we're back. Why don't we have a look around the garden and find out what? Sounds good to me. Okay, navigations. Yeah, I already could do that though. But now I can view them?
Central core activated.
Oh, okay. Missions. You can view the missions available to you and collect rewards for completing them via the center core. Which shows we can lead this far. Oh, okay. Yes.
Phantasmal shards shall be supplied henceforth. Their function: to unlock new possibilities within the Reverie corridor. Permissions now granted for visitors to unlock new functionalities that will ease future trials.
Interesting. Looks like those shards are relevant. We can't afford to ignore them. Yeah, let's keep unlocking stuff. Trade phantasmal shards for special items or use them to unlock useful abilities. Oh, BP6. Okay, so they didn't fully take away BP6. But then... Sorry, I'm gonna save over this.
Central core activated.
Use phantasmal shards.
New
How many do I have?
contents available.
Oh, how did I get so many? Enables access. Okay, so I have to pay to fucking use it. I have to pay to use it and then pay to further use it. Pay to unlock, I guess. Is the ceiling pestle stay on the platform we saw earlier? It would seem so. It should be active now. That's me what the voice is leading to. Really is another useful functionality. Well, what do we aim for? Why don't we have a look? Yeah, I don't really know for sure. Alright, let's head up there. Okay. So where is it? Okay, it's on the far left. Oh, okay, it's this thing.
Unsealing pedestal activated.
So it's a facility used for the purpose of, naturally, unsealing items called sealing stones. Yeah. Oh, okay. Unlocks daydreams. This is literally Sky 3. Unlocks allies. Okay. A blue sand is it. So is a green one. Why can't I want to use it! What does the blue one do again? Daydreams? The daydream, berry trials, beaten trials, blaze trials is now available. So are these daydreams real or? Next is a slab of reminiscence. View data featuring past events. Oh. Interesting. Does anyone else understand what just happened? Is that thing gonna let us look at the past somehow? That'd be a strange twist. How the hell does that work? It's kind of just full of mysteries. Regardless, at least we know what to do with any other sealing stones we come across. How about phantasmal shards? Lots to keep track of. Have to remember to use what we have at our disposal, strange as it might be. It's easy to get caught up in anything that's theoretically possible, given how little logic of our own world seems to apply here. Still consider everything here exists for the purpose of making us stronger, though.
Correct. The Black Mirror serves to aid visitors in the fulfillment of unrealized possibilities. Visitors are advised to make use of these services to raise the chances of realizing their own destinies. All garden systems confirmed to be operational. Connection between the Black Mirror and the outside world stabilized. Visitors are instructed to make physical contact with the mirror to return to the outside world.
Oh, cool. So the mirror itself is how we return. Do whatever we want until we want to become stronger. Yeah, but I'm so stunned at what we were doing before this. If I get back to it, though. Because there's a miss is something very important. It's like what I called you in the first place. Safe bet. Whatever it is, so we did here shall always do better. Hopefully. Just what you could do without having our memories wiped again. It's out of our hands at the moment. Let's focus on what we can control. Yeah, take the time to go back. When we start the Reverie Quarter, continue to help us going forward. Catch an beer when we eat it, even if we're about to forget that fact. Yes, we can only master our craft when the time comes. Who knows, it would be to our benefit to explore things we were able to see during this trip at a later point. Be fools on it. Get used to the opportunity when it does arise. Reverie Quarter layout. Unique space which is a single fixed layout. News around that will randomly generate upon inspecting the history core and selecting rearrange the Reverie corridor. All windows display sessions, and if you notice videos, they can change, so you can enjoy a different experience each time. The rares are rare and so only found in the Reverie corridor, so it's worth your while to explore. Hunger required you certain kinds of exploring. Okay. As far as I know, since you're out there, I think I'm just gonna get the hang of things now. Just so they're doing while I check out the facilities we have access to now. Okay, we're back to being Lloyd. Okay. My garden state has changed. You're not begin exploring the river gardens, Lloyd. Okay, well, can I go back, though, to the unlocking of an ally? Because I really want to get the ally, and then I want to wrap this shit up.
Unsealing pedestal activated.
How do you recruit additional characters don't join us? Oh! They're only making gold selling since their characters recruit. Content will you'll be changing to obtain a new one. If you're happy with the contents of stone you obtain, you can either acquire another, or let's say that very obtain said stone, try again later. Wait, what? If I do, does it tell me who it was? So, are you telling me if I reset my save? Okay, wait, so let's find out.
Sealing stones unsealable.
Let's see what we get. We can reload save if I'm not excited. I got Alphen.
I am Alphen Rice Arnor, Princess of Erebonia. I may not be much of a brute in battle, but I'll support you with
cringe.
everything I have.
Alphen isn't. She not ate it. That's tagalongs. You can all join the party in the Reverie corridor. They can, however, provide orders in Zemuria, and the Reverie corridor you can go to a tagalong slot. The party and our friends as well. Workers will be able to join the party through Sealing Stone's story progresses. Okay. What do these do again? They pull... Okay. I can open 2 of those. St. Shar's three beautiful maidens are reunited together at last. How wonderful. Had to admit the idea of fighting on the front lines does make a little nervous, Your Highness. You have a very lovely little head about me. I'm practicing an orbital staff so I can handle myself. It's not intended to be a liability to our friends, so let's all do our part to help. Of course. Okay, so then, I guess I'll save over this. But then, if I, because now I have Alphen. If I load, we're gonna see. I'm gonna work on that and reread what it said. I'm gonna go back in my video. But I think I'm gonna stop there for now. I'll finish up the talking and go back into Lloyd's point, but so we'll just kinda, since we're kinda done with that. So, thank you guys so much for watching. My schedule posted in the description below. All my socials are linked in my bio, so you can follow me on pretty much any platform. Thank you all for watching yet again. I do this next video over my Twitch channel. Okay, bye.